Here you are in section 2 of our program assessment form. So section 2 is all about your first round of assessments and your reflection on those. So round 1 of assessments, right now you would have already completed your rubrics for the first assessment. And then now we're just going to take that data, plug in the information here, and then just do a little bit of reflection. So I want to go through each section here. Remember, at the top of the page, you have a link for written instructions and the video tutorial. This first question, assessment results, this is where you will copy all of the data tables from your rubrics. So we've done this before. So, your rubrics will calculate all of that information for you on who is competent and above, and you will copy and paste that here. So you can go to your rubrics, copy from Excel, and click in this box, and you can either right click in the box and hit paste, or you can use your toolbar at the top of Word. So just like you normally would in any document, you can do that within this text box here. If you find yourself navigating back and forth between multiple table summaries in Excel and you need to paste a couple times, no worries. Just go to the end of the last table you've pasted here, just hit enter and paste more. You'll still be in that text box. Okay, so once you transfer over all those result summaries, we are going to look at the data a little closer and sort it in this table to make a little bit more sense for us. So you will include the course and the section. We're also going to use this drop-down box here and choose the campus. So our categories right now are DAC. So for the DAC, if it's on our college campus, if it's online, if it's a dual enrollment at the high school, DOC for Department of Corrections, and then if there's another, if those don't fit and you have other, you can choose other, and then you can type. So if you choose other, you can type that campus location there. Okay, next is modality. So you're going to choose face-to-face, hybrid, or online. Weeks, we have some drop downs. These are most common, 16, 12, 8, and 7. And same situation, you can choose other and type in the number of weeks if those don't fit. Then you're going to look at the number of students in that class and the percent that are competent or above. So you'll get some of that information from those results summaries, and then of course the campus and modality and weeks you will know from your schedule. So you'll do that. You'll complete that table for each course that you did a rubric on. Then you're going to come down here, consolidated program data. So here you are going to paste data summary charts from our Power BI. So Power BI is a program that Institutional Research Office is utilizing. It is amazing, all of the capabilities that this program has. So long story short, you will be able to look at a dashboard and have all of this data compiled for you in charts and things. And so what you'll do is you'll take a screenshot of that information for your program. It will either be sent to you from your assessment champion, or once you have access to that, then you can take those screenshots as well, and you will paste them here just like you did those results from your rubrics. Okay, so as Power BI becomes, we start using it more as a college, this will get a little bit easier and more familiar to you. But right now, if you have questions, of course, reach out to your champions, and we will get that information for you. But it is an awesome tool that really compiles all of our program data into these nice graphs that we can just copy and paste right here. From that data that you're copying and pasting here, you'll be able to get this information: the total number of students assessed, and then the total percent of students that were competent or above. So what was the total of all of them, of all of those courses that you did? From the data from Power BI that you're pasting in here, you'll also be able to look and find all of this information. So this may look like a lot of graphs and charts and tables to you, but really we just want to make sure we're looking at the data and processing it differently, looking at it from different angles to see, to investigate it and kind of see what trends are happening or what pieces we didn't notice of the data when we initially collected it. So this program data breakdown, this table, you're going to look at 16 weeks, 8 weeks. If there's something else like other weeks, 3 weeks, 5 weeks, you're going to look at that. You're going to type in the number of students and the percent that were competent or above. You're also going to look at face-to-face, hybrid, online, high school, and our DAC campus. If there's something else that you want to look at, you can click in this other section and type what that is and enter the number of students and competent. So if there's something, just outside of the box that catches your eye, then for sure include that there. Once you've broken that data up, remember all of this can come from that Power BI data. We're really going to start in our reflection, okay? But before we do our reflection, if you see this blue area, method summary, just want you to be able to go and look at your assessment activity in section 1. You can click that link and go up to section 1. Look there and see if it needs adjusted, right? Did something change since you created that assessment activity? If it did, just note that, make those changes so we know what we did or what you did in that assessment activity. And if it didn't, you completed what nothing changed, then you don't have to, of course, update it. So just review that, make sure that's all up to date, and then go ahead and start on your summary. So your results summary, this first section here, you're going to describe any patterns that you observe in that data above. And this could be based on the course, the modality, the section, the campus, course levels, such as like a first year course versus a second year course, sequential courses, things like that. So look at those, look at it from those different angles, and are there patterns? Are there trends that are emerging? Make sure you're using numerical data though to look at, to describe these trends and patterns. So look at that summary, note in this section, you're noting what those patterns and things are. And then below that, you're going to really dive into the significance of these patterns and these results, and what do we think this means? Explain, discuss how those results address the program outcome that you are investigating. Did it tell you, what you wanted to know? Did you find out something else? What does that show? What do those results show, and what are their significance? The next piece is program support. So based on all of this information, based on this assessment that you just did, these assessment results specifically, right? Is there additional institutional support that the program needs? It could be funds, of course, personnel, other resources, anything. Is there something that your program is in need of that could help with student learning and help the next assessment results? So put those in there. You'll see at the bottom of this section that this form will be reviewed by your assessment champion, but also your dean. So they can take that information, and move that forward to the appropriate places. Okay, the very next section is based on all this information, right? On the trends that you found, or sometimes what you didn't find, and your reflection. what's the next steps? What is going to happen? How or are you going to make any changes to your individual courses and or the program in general? So in some cases, you may notice that online sections are scoring a little lower. So you may want to make some proposed changes in those online sections. In other cases, you may not really see a significant difference in those modalities or course links, but you may just want to make general program changes to the program as a whole. And so this table really allows you to do either one of those. Sometimes you may want to do a little of both. You may have a slight program change or update, and there may be a specific course that needs some additional support as well. So these tables, if you have general program changes, these tables are where you're going to put that. You'll stick that here, okay? The tables will expand as you type, so feel free to elaborate as much as you'd like. If there's specific course changes, then that's where you're going to click here. You're going to type the course and the proposed change. It's up to you if you have specific changes for specific sections or modalities, you can put that there. If it's just the entire course in general, then of course you can indicate that. As always, you're going to have this notes section, and remember this is just for you. So any information that's on your mind that does not fit in the above prompts, put it here, because this document is for you to remember and to revisit and really aid you in your next phase of the assessment cycle. Once you're done with that, then you are complete. Your assessment champion, follow your assessment champion's instructions for submitting this, and then the champion and the dean will review that and touch base with you. Once you scroll past that, you'll start to see you are in yellow, which starts section 3, and you'll know you are done. As always, reach out to your assessment champions with any questions, and we will assist you.